Show.
Scumbag. 100.7
WMMS.
You at the Maxwell Show, WMMS Cleveland. Coming up here at 6 o'clock to solve your personal problems, the Fixer. People didn't know what to make of it last week because it was a brand new feature, and we got incredible feedback on it. I think people thought that we were kidding. It's like, no, really, I can help you solve your problems. I can tell you how to live your life, not my life. My life is, in shambles, but I can help you live your life. I love telling people what they should do.
You did get me over the hump of saying I love you to the woman.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't hear the story?
No, last week you cornered me on Friday.
I was like, I think you love this girl. Do you love this girl? And he wouldn't say either way, right? But I said, if you do...
Only out of fear of what her response would be. That's why. That's the only reason I had ever held back on it.
Yeah, I said, if you do, you're at the point where you kind of need to say it, because, everything you're doing says it. Giving her a loaded iPod with all her favorite songs. That says, I love you, you homo.
What I think was great about this is that it was a month before that. He's like, show me how to use iTunes. I need to make a mixed CD.
I'm allowed to do gay stuff. I'm married for my wife.
I know. I just thought it was funny that you wanted to learn how to make a mixed CD.
I still like making CDs for my wife. We have a series of CDs.
Oh, God.
And a name for them.
When are Brenda and Dylan coming over? You guys gonna double date? Go down to the malted shop? Time
Life Book presents Maxwell's Mixed CD.
No, but he did. He got me over the hump of doing that. So he gave me some solid advice, and it worked out.
Entitled Songs to Change Your Tampon Tip. 1995 Time Life Books. Check your money order.
Yeah, Stansberry's in love, although you say that you're not talking much since you...
We did not talk much yesterday. So
I say I love you all the time.
Sorry.
It doesn't hurt me at all. I love saying that and reaffirming my love for my fiancé. Whereas you are scared. I think that's funny that you're scared, and I feel that
I was scared.
He was scared.
Well, I've been slighted a lot in my life when it comes to the females, man. I've been mistreated quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, the last two...
But that's really not the only reason he's afraid. The other reason...
Okay, I don't know what the other reason
is that the moment he says it, much like most men, the moment you admit that you love a girl...
It becomes less attractive.
It's like, well, I can't treat you... Well, now I got to get a whore on the side, because I love you. That's the way it works,
There's a little deviant part of me that goes... really? I don't think I should do this to you anymore. So
I love you.
I'm going to need somebody to do this.
Like, my wife wants me to do these things, and I'm like, but you're my wife. You're the mother of my kids. I can't disrespect.
You know what I mean?
I can't disrespect you like that.
I mean, I know every other guy you've ever dated has disrespected you like that,
but we're married.
Well, I'm going to be the one guy that's going to try to do it right. Yeah, it's a little scary. It was scary, but yeah, the Fixer got me through it.
Oh, wow.
Well, good. I'm glad you're moving forward.
That's right. That's right. You started to tell a story during the commercial break that I found interesting. You're buying the fiancé TVs?
Well, it was
times good in the Dalton house. The recession not hitting Dalton.
Let me back up.
He's using her money to buy it.
No, not very funny. Not true, but very funny.
What's that like? What's that like?
Well, last year
she makes all the decisions, right?
Oh, right. Okay. Why don't we back up? Why don't we just back up a little?
No, Sunday was crazy when we were hanging out with them, and he goes, "Can I have a cigarette?" And I looked at Ashley. I'm like, "Is he allowed? Like, is he allowed to smoke?" She didn't like that either.
Yeah. Yes, she didn't. She didn't like that at all. Wow. Anyway, last year, unfortunately, I didn't have, things were tough. I didn't have a whole lot of money. Mm-hmm. We were going to go on vacation, or she got a present. It was either or. I couldn't do both. I just didn't have the resources. So, like, her birthday came around, I didn't have anything to give her besides a card, and I felt like a complete loser all year. So I know that she... Well, yeah, I know.
Okay, I just wanted you to know that your feelings were valid.
I know. Believe me, it's not a good feeling.
No, I bet not. That would suck.
That's funny. So anyway, I went, and I know that she loves TV, so I went and I found a 32-inch flat screen television, and I purchased it for her.
Nice. How much? How much are those now?
It's got HD through XMT, everybody. That's right, DVR, dual series. You can record 50 things at once.
How much is a... How much is a flat screen now?
You can get a flat screen. You can get
Am I the only one that thinks we should fire John?
No, absolutely.
And keep Ryan. Am I the only person that thinks that?
You can get flat screens for under in that size for under $500.
Really?
Yeah.
How many inches was it?
32 inches.
And you paid roughly...
I paid about $350 for it.
Really?
I paid the same for my stupid iPod when I bought it. Yeah.
Is that like a... What, like a Samsung or a...
No, it's Fisher Price. All you gotta do is pull a string.
No, seriously, what's
It's Brock Sonic.
No, it's not. You're a liar.
I swear to God. Spell it. Really? So BROKSONIC.
No.
Hold on, I'm looking it up
too. Really?
James Birch went on the...
I'm going to email her the exact model. And
he went on the website to look it up. He said it looked like a website that he designed himself.
Hold on. What, B-R-O-C-K?
Yeah, CK.
Sonic.
Yeah.
Really? Really? Hold on. Brock Sonic TV reviews.
I gotta look this up myself.
That's got to be like the... Where'd you buy it?
H.H. Gregg.
Okay, that's probably what their like house brand then, right?
I don't know. They had a lot of different brands there.
And you settled.
Well, listen, I don't know about you, but I grew up in no, listen to me. I grew up in a house like this. You had one great television, and you had one television that you're like, all right, so I guess I gotta go watch this. And so, like...
Which one's the Brock Sonic?
Brock, what do you think?
Well, I don't know. One's an HD.
No, I got it right here, dude.
They're both in HD. They're both 1080p.
I'm looking at the TV right now you bought.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
I guarantee you this is the TV right here you bought. I have it right here. Doesn't look too bad.
1080p, Brock Sonic.
This is going to be the captain calling from the mansion in Hudson. You know, the elitist electronics guy that's telling you you're a loser.
I know. Sure.
All right, stand by.
That guy's got every device ever made.
Captain.
See?
Dude, I used to work at Circuit City. We used to call those things broke Sonics. That is the absolute cheapest, worst TV ever.
Really?
The worst brand on earth.
Maybe we should dump this conversation. Is the fiance listening?
No, I mean, look, we
just urinated over her birthday present. I mean,
I love you so much. I got you the worst possible Brock Sonic.
Listen, don't feel it. What do you think? I duct taped over the label sharp?
That's what I would have done.
I know that's what you would have done, but it's a TV. It works. It's nice.
Brock Sonic.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, never heard of it.
I could see Bo working at Circuit City.
Dude, these things have come...
And by the way, it went out of business.
What?
Circuit City.
Circuit City.
These things have come down in price.
Oh, you have no
it's
idea.
ridiculous.
I've had mine, a year, maybe a little bit longer, and you can get my TV for a quarter of what I paid for it.
I bought, I'm trying to think what I paid.
Oh, dude, yours were crazy expensive. I remember you telling me, you're like, dude, it's not that bad. It was like $2,800. You can have one of these. I'm like, oh my god.
Well, now wait a minute. Hold on. I have a 50-inch downstairs Samsung.
That's
plasma.
What's in the basement?
That's a 50-inch. But that's like a 720. Is that the
720 plasma?
Yeah.
Really?
720 plasma. I think that was like, I think back then that was still like $1,600, $1,700, $1,800 bucks.
Well, plasmas are come way down.
Never would pay that.
Then the 40-inch upstairs got the 40-inch. That's like the wife's. That was I don't know, that was like LCD. I think that was like almost $1,200. They were still really expensive back then.
By the time I paid for like delivery setup and calibration, all that stuff, it was like $1,800, $1,900 I spent on mine.
So much money.
I wish I would have known. I could have gone Broxonic. Damn, my wife keeps asking for a new TV. Maybe I'll put a coin in the slot and get her a Broxonic.
Listen, I'm telling you, I was very skeptical. I got it home. I hooked it up. I hooked it up.
It's a half price. Maxwell Show's half price hookup on the Broxonic.
It works great. It looks great. I'm very happy with it. I am very happy with it. I'm dead serious.
Mike Crow is saying LCDs have gotten pretty cheap because LED TVs are being introduced, and I don't know what that technology is exactly.
LCD, liquid crystal display, LED light emitting diode.
Okay, fair enough. See, you're back. You had to ruin everything.
Yeah.
See, I didn't really want to know.
See, it's Tech Wednesday here on the Maxwell Show.
Brought to you by AT&T.
Ding. Wow, the Broxonic, huh?
Yeah, it's hot, man.
You know how to moisten up some panties, huh?
You sure do.
With the Broxonic. I'm giving you grief, man. I'm sure it's a great...
But I'm happy. I just feel, because you understand, I come from a house where we didn't have cable until we didn't have cable. I graduated, went to college. We didn't have cable. Until after college, they got cable. You know what I'm saying? And then we had like one crappy television and one worse than crappy television. So to me, it's like, wow, for the first time in my life, we have optimal viewing entertainment. Well, not at your house, Tron.
No, don't lie. Part of you was in the store the other day buying this for your fiance, saying to yourself, well, I can afford this now because I'm about to land a Comedy Central ad. Sorry, I've been waiting all day for that.
And then right after you set it up, you were flipping through the channels and the phone rang.
You actually have it on Comedy Central?
Crap.
Oh, that's funny.
Could you take this handle out of this back of mine, please?
That's funny.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. We were late, too, with the cable. My dad grew up in a... Not my dad. I grew up, when I lived with my dad, in a part of town where you couldn't get cable. So we were the first people in the country that got the satellite dish, like the one where they came out and they poured the cement.
Yeah, the heavy-duty, like television.
Yeah.
Television one.
Yeah. And it was crazy. There was, like, upwards
Your
of...
TV guide was like
Yes.
the Ten Commandment tablet.
Yeah, there was like...
so huge.
Yes, like 400 channels, and apparently there was porno, too, on it. But he didn't pony up. And it took forever because you had to move the dish.
Yeah.
You had to track the satellites, and you knew the names of all the satellites, too. That was cool. Hold on, let me see what's on Satcom 1. And you'd press the dial, and it would say tracking or whatever. And if you were outside, it'd go... And everyone's like, wow, man, times must be good. They got a for-real dish. Now you drive by, people's houses. You don't see them in houses. You see them on top of bars, though, still.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The old-school satellite dish. But, I get it, because we had that on, like a standard 17-inch, and it was just amazing.
Jesus, by the time I was like 11, I had cable in my bedroom.
You were old. Stansbury was privileged, dude.
I never had a television, dude. Never had a TV. Never. In fact, here's the fact for you. This is sad. The first time I ever bought a television was last Sunday in my life. I've never bought a television. I've only borrowed them. I've had them given to me. I've taken them from payment for people who owed me money. I just took their television. But I've never purchased a television in my life.
Well, no wonder you went with the Broxonic. You thought it was the best of the best.
Wait,
some guy said, no, Broxonic, dude, it's better than Sony. You were like, awesome.
No, nobody sold it. I was like, hey, that's pretty good.
I'm busting your balls, man.
Sure.
I'm sure it's a great TV.
It works fine.
Great TV.
All right.
I'm under the impression that they're all good now, though, right?
Yeah, I mean
it's
pretty much. The technology is the technology, I would imagine.
What amazes me is like all the bars. I remember going when HD was like kind of new, and you'd go to a bar like just to watch a game. She's like, "Oh my god, it's like looking through glass." and you know, and like, dude, that's so expensive, and all those bars that had to pony up so much cash to get those things, you know. And now you go to a bar, there's like 40,000 televisions, one flat screens above the urinals.
Yeah, but they sell a 6-pack of beer, or they sell a beer for what you can pay for a 6-pack in a store. I don't feel bad for the bar owners on that.
Let's go to line 2. Maxwell Show, hi, who's this? Hello.
This is Dave from Akron.
What's up, Dave?
How's it going?
Good, Dave.
Maxwell?
Yes.
Maxwell, what's happening?
What's up, man?
Hey, I just wanted to tell you guys about them Broxonic TVs. They're not all that bad. I bought my kids a TV and VCR like 6-7 years ago. Broxonics, both of them. They still work fantastic. They're in their bedrooms. And you guys shouldn't be so hard on Dalton.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
So hard on Dalton, because maybe if his comedy was a little better, he'd be able to afford it.
Oh my God!
Yes,
Dude, you were getting it from all angles today.
Damn it.
You had to hate waking up today, right?
Listen, I'm telling you, I'm glad somebody was there last night, because I was definitely, I need to pollute myself. I was very angry. It was not good.
I can imagine. That had to suck.
It was horrible.
I forgot that just
I can
happened.
laugh about it now.
For those of you that don't know, Ryan Dalton was up for a Comedy Central half-hour special. That's like, you kind of have arrived.
And they decided to hire a comedian instead.
Son of a bitch. I'm proud that I haven't had to dump out of anything. I'm just really happy about that. I'm really focused. I'm not cursing right now.
I got to give you credit, man. You're being a good sport about this, man. You really are.
And you got the phone call yesterday.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Who called you?
The manager. Is
it like a person that like reps you?
I mean,
or how does that work?
A lot of people in the business are like, I have a manager. I'm working with a manager. He doesn't officially represent me, but he like got me Comedy Central's Live at Gotham. He submitted a tape on my behalf, and then he was submitting another tape, this tape, for Comedy Central Presents.
Okay. So basically, he's helping you, but doesn't really want to rep you until there's real money involved.
Exactly.
So he's not really helping you
like
at all.
Scouting talent in the minor leagues.
Right.
That's the way I look at it.
So he's really not doing anything.
Well, no, that he could just go, I'm not taking a tape from you.
I bet the guys who he gets 10% from, I bet they have a Comedy Central half-hour special. I bet they're not even as funny as you.
You know what? I'm not going to build down. I'm not going to build down.
I bet you're half right on this.
But because I'll tell you why I'm not going to build doubt now, because every time after a show you will run into a guy like, oh man, I watched Comedy Central Presents. This dude's not funny. Why aren't you on there? And I'm like, gee, I haven't figured it out. That's a great idea.
Why didn't I think about that?
You know what? You should be my manager. And then it just builds anger.
You should be my Why don't you
manage me, Bo Hacker College?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So, I mean, you were crushed, huh?
I was crushed. It was, I mean, the only thing that didn't make me, he wasn't like an emphatic no. He was like, look, this person wants to take another shot at you. You gotta understand, there's only 20 slots, and there's like 3,000 working comedians trying for these slots. He's like, you try again this year, you improve this. And
they only do 20 a year.
20 a year.
I did not realize that.
Live at Gotham's a little easier to get because there's like 6 people per episode
every week. Yeah, too, right?
Yeah, and so this is a little harder to get. So, but I mean, the news was positive. It wasn't like, I feel like I'm 85% there. I need to work and tweak some things and then press the flesh with some people and.
Did you play the Bob and Tom card?
No.
Why would you not do that?
Well, I don't understand how it would work.
What do you mean? You're like kind of a regular guest on the Bob and Tom show. The highly successful dude. They're on in like 160 cities.
Oh, I know that too. But there's also a lot of other comics that are on that too. You know, it's not just me.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but like you.
There's comics on there every day.
Yeah.
Sarcasm.
Oh, okay. I know. They don't even do anything. Those guys have the easiest job in all of radio
right now. Stansberry.
Dude, I think Bob stays home a lot.
You know what I mean, though?
Oh yeah, totally. But I mean, the tape is what they
Okay,
see.
I suppose I get that.
And the tape needs to be better. And I thought at that time,
What was wrong with the tape?
The tape.
Oh, now you're like micromanaging the performance,
Dude,
right? And watching it all the time.
Dude, I'm literally.
Dude, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid.
So ugly.
I can't believe I told that stupid joke.
I'm literally going to go through my act word for word, and I'm going to pick the bits that are the ones that are most indicative and separate me from the rest of the herd. Because I hate to tell you this, who would have thought in any industry a white college-educated man from the Midwest would have a tough time getting a job? Because there's a lot of us in comedy, and I got to compete against a lot of different things.
All right, can I ask you a question? I need you to seriously evaluate your act, and I need you to answer me honestly.
No, I'm not going to do Christopher Walken again.
I was going to ask you, do you think if Walken was on the tape, you get the special?
Absolutely not. And in fact, they'd throw me out and be like, "You're an unoriginal douchebag."
Okay, I don't know.
Think?
I know. Dude, there's a million people.
I don't know how that world works.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, so why would I want to do what everybody else?
Because you do it better.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. It's been done. It's something that's been done.
I guess that's fair. I didn't think about that.
Do you have nightmares about Christopher Walken? Is it like the bane of your existence now?
I'm a fan. How can you not be a fan of him? He's great.
I was curious about that. I was wondering if maybe had you done that.
No,
if that
not.
was the other 15%.
In fact, that would have been me shooting myself in the foot.
I guess I could see that too.
Because it's not original.
That's true. I mean, Jay Moore did it 10 years ago. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Oh, that long ago?
I mean,
he was on Saturday Night Live doing it forever ago. Probably longer than that.
So I don't know.
Oh yeah,
really?
No doubt, sure.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And he is one of those. I mean, people do him a lot. So
yeah. There's a lot of. I've been in comedy shows, and the guy before me went and did it, and I was like, oh, that's bad.
There goes that bit.
Yeah. Last time I did it was in West Virginia, Huntington, West Virginia, and the guy doing a guest set, who's doing like 5 minutes, closed on it. I'm like, that is, if there's any measure of you need to stop doing a bit, it's a guy who's doing a guest set who's ending on it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Well, so you're working this weekend in the thriving metropolis that is
Toledo, but not before.
You might want to sound more excited on their radio stations tomorrow.
I will. I'm going to bring the thunder.
Hopefully someday we'll be on in that town. I really believe that this
radio. I don't see why you're not. I've been doing these gigs around and like Akron, and I got to tell you, dude. In all fairness, they really came out the whole week.
I bet.
They came out in droves.
I bet we do well down there.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
It's one of those things where I honestly scratch my head and I say, why is this radio show? Look, I understand like mass stations, people being hesitant, but it kills in Cleveland. It kills in Akron, Canton. Why is this thing not on in Youngstown and Toledo right now? It boggles my mind. Yeah. I don't get it, because we could then partner up with you for those Toledo things. That would be awesome.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm like, oh, man, so close. I'm like, why can't that 50,000 watt receiver just go west? Because I know where I lose. Right about Vermilion. That's where I start losing it.
Yeah?
Yeah. On 80. I'm also playing at Around the Corner in Lakewood tonight before I leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Around the Corner in Lakewood tonight.
Yeah.
What time?
9 p.m.
Oh, cool.
That's actually not happening because we're trying to get everybody in the world to go to Liquid tonight on West 6th Street.
Well, they can go after.
Yeah, man.
Actually, I think I'm going to come by and check out your set and then head down there. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So it's Dalton Around the Corner, Stansbury where?
Liquid.
After
immediately following Dalton's set.
What time tonight? Are you doing like a ladies' night, Dave?
I will be there.
All the... like free drinks from like 9 to midnight or something.
Girls drink free 9 to midnight, courtesy of Stress Clothing.
Oh,
good local Cleveland company.
There's gonna be tons of chicks there.
Oh yeah,
9 to midnight, hammered chicks there.
I know that could be great.
The kind that would bang us. That's how hammered.
Yeah, no, it'll be a good time.
The kind that would bang me even on my wedding anniversary. The guy, no, it's your wedding anniversary, Maxwell.
And you just had stuff melted off your penis.
But she doesn't need to know.
I'll take care of it.
You just said things.
Vaporized. I know you got Dr. Scholl's all over your unit, but, I'll be happy to take care of it if you want.
So I have to ask you this.
I haven't looked yet. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay, we obviously know what your number one priority is when you have your time away from your wife. What else are you going to be doing?
Masturbating. That's pretty much going to be it.
I mean,
Honestly, you know what?
what are you going to be? That's a lot.
I'll
of free
probably
time,
spend
dude.
some more time with some of my friends. But other than that, I will sit at home and I won't have to watch Big Brother.
The TV show?
Yeah, because my wife, I will not be subjected to the terrible television that my wife will watch.
I bet you watch it anyway.
So
No
You're
way.
that guy.
Well, the season's almost over.
You're the guy that
season's
goes,
over.
I'll do what my wife's out of
No.
and this is what we would be doing together, so I'm going to sit on the couch, I'm going to do it. No, see, because I'm a guy that doesn't like to ignore my wife's hands. That's what, dude, trust me, when you have kids, you'll know. That's what you're going to do.
No.
my theory is the only reason that show's still on the air is that your house is a Nielsen's house.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that show is terrible.
I know. It is the one thing that my wife does that I look at her and I go, she's too smart for this show. Well, I know, I say that, but then I also go, am I retarded?
Time marry an idiot.
Yeah. Seriously, dude, I love my wife. It is the one thing she watches and does that I'm, ashamed of. I'm like, you're...
It's just softcore porn for her. That's all it is. It's like when you watch...
Yeah, but she'll watch porno. So it's like, if that's what you want, then watch Rocco Siffredi and get it
Yeah, but
done.
you can't rock the kid to sleep watching porno. You know what I mean? I think that's probably what it is.
It's awful. She was watching it last night, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I can't even... Really? Big Brother? Head of household?
I don't even watch Survivor, but at least there's competition or something. It's just people just sitting around. They're not doing anything.
No. I don't get it.
I wish I had it that good. I gotta watch stuff like Project Runway.
And boy, you're a better man than me,
and
dude.
stuff like that. I mean, it's like, oh my God, it's mind-numbing how bad it is. It's mind-numbing.
You know what you do? Get yourself a Brock Sonic.
Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. More Maxwell Shows coming up from WMMS.
Drive-by comedy.
Here's Camu Bell.
I hope the black leader we get is Barack Obama, the black senator from Illinois. Yeah. That dude's cool. People say he's going to be president someday. My question is, president of what? Because one day there may be a black president, but there will never be a black president named Barack Obama. Ladies and gentlemen, that's too black. That dude's name might as well be Blackie Blackerson. See what I'm saying? And if people won't vote for a white dude named John Kerry, they will then not vote for a black dude named Barack Obama. Who's running for president? Barack Obama. Black Osama? That is two things I don't like. That's like a rotten cherry on a crap sundae. No, thank you.
Drive-by comedy from the Maxwell Show on 100.7
WMMS.